All right, 3Ds in the pod. Hi, everybody. This is the Drunken Dad, and we have TY, and then we have Angmodan. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
And the topic for today is very related to whatever that I'm doing now. It's called
Right.
the work-life balance. I'm currently doing my work-life balance um, virtual ritual now. Sorry, because I think it's important to have some me time by having some ice cream. Okay, but before we go into the detail, let's just roll the dice as usual.
Okay, that's not too bad.
30 minutes.
That's pretty
Sounds like a
nice.
good timing. Okay,
All right.
okay.
So this
Mm,
week's topic is
topic.
inspired by Amoten.
Okay,
Then do you want
so
to start with the topic?
yep. So basically, it's the topic is work-life balance, and I just want to discuss it. Really, discuss what we mean by it, how
Mm,
you can achieve a nice balance, how
mm,
if you are able to, um, and we can go into certain things like do you work to live or do you live to work? What sort of personalities do you three have or us three have? Because there's not you
yeah.
three.
Um. Yeah. Interestingly, when Dan sent in this topic, right? Um. I'm currently having this because our FY is reaching soon. So before our financial year reach, right, I have to clear all my annual leaves. So I have around 15 days to clear before. So and I have around 1 month left to clear all my 15 days. So this week I have been trying to clear my leaves. Like after 5 days of working day, right? I'm clearing 3 days for this week. But interestingly, like even though that I'm on leave, I still go to office, but then my whole and my colleague was very like surprised. They were like, "Aren't you on leave? Why are you still back in office?" Then I said, "I'm back in office. Yes, but I'm not working. You know, basically, I was just sitting in my at my seat, right, and I'm watching drama. I was just watching my drama on my laptop. I'm serious. I just went back. I mean, like, and in
Wait some more.
between, right? For example, let's say I finish 2 episodes and then I have a break, and then I'll just take my cup, fill up water, drink tea, and then after that I'll do some work, a little bit of work, like maybe half an hour and stuff, do some stuff, and I'll continue onto my episodes. And I think that is a work-life balance kind of situation. To me, I'm just saying my personal
You went to
experience.
work, as
I
in
went to
physically at
office.
work.
I was physically in the office, but that's the thing. You see, I don't see going to office as terrifying as like, oh, I don't want to go to. Like, to me, it's just a place that I will go to. Is a comfort zone as well. It's a comfortable place that I'll just go there, like when I have nothing to do, I have nowhere to go, I'll just go to the office. I have free parking, I have free aircon, I have everything I need. You know, I have my own seat, I have my computer, everything, free Wi-Fi. It's just the whole. I think it's a mentality thing. Okay, let me give you another example. Around 10 years ago, I remember I went on a diving trip, and then diving trip is how it works is like, normally there will be 3 dives of a day. So like morning dive, it starts at around 7, then afternoon dive around 12, 1 o'clock, and night dive is around 5, 6 o'clock, right? So that day I was like doing a morning and afternoon dive. So in between, imagine 7 o'clock we go out, right? When we come back, it's around maybe 10. So you have like a 2 hours break. And then I will just open my laptop and then started working, replying some email, blah 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 blah. Imagine I was topless probably. Then I was like my the pants and stuff, and then I was replying email. Then after that they'll say, okay, lunch. Then after you lunch we go out diving, and after you come back I continue to do my work. And that moment I realized that this is actually great. This is actually, even though some people might think that you're on holiday, you shouldn't work, but I thought this is great. This is actually a good balance. To me, if you were to ask me the definition of work life balance, I think that is my work life balance. Even though I have to work during a holiday, I don't even see it as I have to work. It's actually I wanted that. I wanted it that way. Yeah, that's for me. What about Dan or TY?
Yeah, actually it's changed over the years. So I probably would have been the person that would be working to live. So I go for a job, and then when I'm not working, I completely switch off and not have any contact with anything. So if I go to a vacation for 2 weeks, I'm on vacation. I'm on the beach, doing diving like you did, exploring, riding motorcycles, that sort of thing. Don't even return emails or text messages or pick up calls. I found myself now, I will be doing those things on a holiday, but not too much. There is a balance. I can just not do it for a number of hours, but at the end of the day, say after visiting some sites, I can go back and then do check my emails. Now that's only because of the work that I do now is really fun and enjoyable. So this is why I'm thinking is a good discussion, because it depends on how your relationship with work is. So it seems to me that Ken's relationship to work it's fun. He doesn't mind doing it. It's not a chore. So you can quite happily just do it and then switch off, or then come back to it, even on a holiday, on so-called vacation time. So yeah, it depends on your relationship to it. Yeah, maybe see what TY has offer
right.
us.
Work-life balance is a whole lot of BS if you have no job.
What do you mean?
Work-life balance is a whole lot of BS if you're in a third world country.
Oh, that's true.
Right? Work-life balance is a whole lot of BS if you are paying off debts and you have a lot of dependents. And I'm not talking about the kind of second, third wife's dependence. So the work-life balance only happens in a first world country, right? When you get to work, you enjoy your work, and then you take a break, or you're well paid. You may not enjoy your work, then you take a break. For me, I enjoy my work. I can't stop working, right? So my work is not a work. Now, then there's a problem, because I enjoy doing interior design, solving problem, and if I do a good job, I get paid for it. So is that work or not? I don't know. And then suddenly tell me, hey, don't design, stop. But I enjoy designing, and the byproduct is money. Yeah.
Okay. Let's. Well, we are lucky enough to be in first world situation, so we can discuss. We can't. It's a relative thing. It's not bullshit, because some people have a different outlook on what work life is. So, are you able? Okay, let's break it down then. So, let's stick to our situations and talk about what type of personality do you have? Do you live to work, or do you work to live?
What do you mean by live to work? Meaning,
you're type A.
You enjoy work.
You're type A. You are working 24/7, and you're driven. You're entrepreneur. You're driven to do work, and then that's it. Basically, that's you. Your life is working. Or do you just work to live? So you're 9 to 5, 5 days a week. Then at the weekend, it's like, that's it, free time. It's me. I'm switching off. I'm not going to, I'm really going to switch off. Now, probably all three of us are balanced in between those two extremes, because they are extremes. So and it also has, as I mentioned before, for me, it has changed. I was more towards working to live, and now if there was a spectrum, I'll be going more towards living to work, because of just of the fun I'm having with entrepreneurial type things at the moment.
Yeah, I think three of us, either we are very lucky to found what we really love in terms of working, or we have reached the age and the stage where we should be able to find something and we know what we like and what we don't like. I mean,
Mm.
we certainly have passed the stage where we work to live, because I mean, obviously we all have our own commitments, we all have our things to pay off, you know, your house, whatever. We all have that. It's just that currently, working, what we are doing now is probably what we have decided that this is something that we like and we enjoy in life. I think we are lucky to be that, because
Mm.
some people, even at our stage or our age, right, they are not able to find something there, so they are still working to live. Not because they have debts or whatever. It's just that they are working because they need to.
Yeah,
It's just a monthly payment thing. You
exactly.
not necessarily any dependence or whatever. It's just that you need to work in like TY say, we are sort of in a first world country where things are, there's a price, there's a cost to everything, right? So you really have to work and you have to have income. But we're lucky enough to have our passion and stuff. But I think one interesting thing is how much would you go to have that balance. So, for example, let me give another so-called extreme in spectrum. So, some people, they really enjoy what they're doing now, but they are also very big on, for example, they love what they do from Monday to Friday, but they hope that you can respect their weekends, so that weekends, right, is strictly no work email, no stuff. It is just it doesn't mean that when they receive they'll be unhappy. It's just that they think that this Saturday and Sunday is what I plan to have my own me time. I don't want to, I know I love my job, so if I receive the email I would probably be affected by it, or I will probably act
Mm.
on it, and I don't want. Can I have that? There's some people, they are, I don't know. I have some colleagues who are like that. Like, I know they love their job. And because they do love their job, so if you email them during the weekend, right, they will act on it. Even though they feel like, my weekend it's not perfect anymore because I have to act on it.
Yeah,
It's a responsibility slash, I don't know, passion slash commitment kind of thing. Kind
and
of thing. Yeah, yeah.
I might add to that and probably why I've changed is because of
Mm,
technology. Technology
yep.
is probably the main reason why I have changed, because it is so easy to communicate now, even
Mm,
when you are off work. So the hand
mm,
phone now is just that mini computer where you can reply an email straight away.
yeah.
So
And all the group chat.
when I first started work, we didn't have an online, a mobile computer in your pocket.
Yeah, yeah, and editing, like for example, in my field of work, right, I can editing on the go, and I can edit stuff. I can do quite a lot of things, mobile reporting on my mobile and stuff. So it's, yeah, so I think, and there are also another type of person, people who spend quite a bit of money on, in terms of activities to make them feel they have this work life balance. But I think there's no right or wrong. It's just that, like for example, because I work so hard, I need to spend certain amount of money to go for therapy, to go for indulgence, manicure, pedicure, the kind of self care routine that that's also, I don't know, but there's
Yeah,
no
I
right
mean
or wrong. Yeah,
yeah. I mean that's outside. That's leisure. That's your own leisure time. That's so called
yeah, yeah,
your hobby or what you like to do for yourself. And there's
yeah,
obviously what spending time with family as well. That's obviously goes into the life part of the work life balance.
yeah, 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 yeah. What about TY? TY, what do you think?
I'm looking back at Daniel's topic, work-life balance strategies for achieving a healthy balance.
Oh,
So I must admit, I don't have a healthy balance
Mm.
because
but do you think, okay, okay, how about I
mm,
ask you this way? Do you
mm,
think it's affecting you? Like,
yeah,
if you think that it's unhealthy, why is it unhealthy and how is it affecting you?
correct. So let me elaborate. At first glance, right, we may think that work-life balance is for people who work for others, a salary man,
Mm,
right? So
Mm.
you
Mm.
clock in, you
mm,
have to achieve certain target, whether you like it or not. You have to work with people, whether you like them or not. And sometimes they help you, sometimes they not. And the piece of work, you may like it, you may not. And responsibilities, you may like it, you may not. Or even the sitting position. I don't like this cubicle, but I'm being assigned to this. So all this problem, and then you have all this resentment. So then you have to get the work done. You have to hit the target. You have to deal with the traveling and all sort of stress. So that's one set of stress. Work and 5 o'clock I knock off. Yay! I go for a drink and all sort of stuff. Then you have another kind of work balance where you are the boss, or you are in control of your business, and you spend a lot of time doing the same thing. It's your passion, but you can't stop. Stop for what? Stop for exercising, spending time with your family, or doing something away from this money generating passion, right? Learn a new craft, go and advance your skill set, that kind of thing. So both parties, whether you are first world, third world, business owner, or a salary man, we need to have a balance. And I must admit, it's even harder when it's my passion. I can't stop.
Yeah.
Right. It's even harder because it's my passion. I'll be like playing guitar and doing drawing and solving problems
but
and
because
meeting customers.
but because of that, right? You don't consider. There's a saying: if you found your love, you are not working. That kind of thing. There's a saying. There's a very nice line. If you find what
You're
something
making
that you
love.
love to
You're not
work, or
working.
something, then you are not working, that kind of thing, because you are doing something you love.
Mm.
So that's why I asked you. To me, I think you found a good balance in terms of, because you don't have to balance to a certain extent,
No, I
because
still
you
have
are
to.
no, for example, you like carpentry work and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and you like guitar and musical instruments. It's part of your life already. Every time we meet, Tiwa will definitely come with the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So it becomes like, this is your passion, and it becomes part of your life. And this whole thing, right, it merged well with, let's say, our family life and all our, and to me, and from an outsider, I feel it's fine, unless you yourself feel that you are uncontrollable, you are having
Now
some
that's a
weird.
problem. So to some people, like to Ken, you think that is perfect, right?
Yeah.
Then, but yet to your spouse or to your friends or to your family
Oh,
members, they are always seeing you
working.
meddling something. Yeah, doing the guitar, doing in a room, in this very room. This is the room that
Yeah.
I have fun and I work.
Yeah.
But I'm always here. You know what I mean? So this
Yeah.
is a problem. To your spouse, your family members, your friends, and everybody, they'll be like, "You're always working. You're always, But I must admit, there are times where I don't want to reply my my clients. In fact, I very slow with text. You guys know, yeah. Sometimes, I look at the
He's
WhatsApp.
terrible.
Yeah, so so I form another form of balance where I work and I stop being the what's that word,
Contactable.
operator.
Uh,
I stop picking up call, checking. Yeah, okay. What do you think? Okay, haha. Hi, are you there? Question mark. I, I, that I will finish the work, then I explain or answer your questions in one fell swoop rather than, hey, what do you think? And then next minute, I think let's drop it. And then another minute, okay, let's put it back. So
yeah.
this is not productive and it's frustrating. So in this aspect, I want to have a work life balance. I don't want to deal with WhatsApp because I
Yeah.
hate it.
Yeah.
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 Now I
Yeah.
want to share with you guys a movie in Netflix. It's called
Uh,
Eight Show. I'm not sure whether we spoke about this.
Yeah,
Eight Show is
you
this,
yeah, offline you spoke to me about it.
right? So this Eight Show is very interesting. It's kind of linked to our topic vaguely. Now, generally, would there be spoilers? There's in the show. There's 8 floor. The one staying on top, like as if in the penthouse, they make the most money per minute. They make about $300 per minute. The one that stays on the first floor make about $7 per minute. So in one day, the top floor earns around $8,000. The first floor earns around $160, $168. Now, to the first floor, he's always working. He cannot afford to stop to have fun because his 1 minute is $7. Either this $7 goes to food, go to him, or he used it to pay for things. Whereas the one that's on top, he she earns $8,000. It's more than enough to pay for food, for all the luxury and all the comfort. Now, so that's a problem. What is work-life balance? If you have enough, the good stuff. So, what is the good stuff? To some
Well,
people,
can
expensive.
that's a really good. That's a really good, and actually that yeah, I am. I've just done another interview with some this guy called Max.
Max.
He's
Mad
living in
Max.
Singapore, and
What does he do?
he's an entrepreneur, and he actually
Yeah.
interviews expatriates living in Singapore who have been living here over 5 years now. Going back to the whole idea of this people living on the top floor earning more money, it's a bit like what normally happens when you earn money. You spend more money, and then you get used to luxuries. So you have the cars, you have the condominiums, and therefore, if you are asked to, not spend so much, it might be a bit difficult. Your expectations are higher. So a lot of expatriates coming to Singapore are finding it very expensive now, really expensive. And Max thought I was quite intriguing to interview because I'm being able to. I still finding the cost of living is gradually going up and it's sort of pinching a bit, but there are strategies to not to save. Okay, so you don't necessarily need to live in a condominium. You don't necessarily need to own a car. You don't necessarily need to send your children to international school. These are the sort of things we were discussing. But obviously, when you're used to that kind of living, it might be difficult to sort of, as you say, downgrade. So yeah, that's kind of related to the topic, because what are your strategies for work life? So what is your life? What do you want? What meaning do you find in your life so that you can feel like you're gratifying your. So I'm saying it's your personal interests, your hobbies, spending time with your family, doing things for yourself, and I quite like the way that you talked about maybe your spouse or your friends and family looking in on you, thinking, why is he always working? Why is he always in his office? Well, it's not necessarily work for me because I'm finding this like enjoyable. It's enriching my life, the things that I am doing, but it looks like I'm working. So I think first of all, you probably have to think for yourself first, and then okay, this is how I'm living my life. I find this enjoyable, enriching, and then I'm balancing that with working.
Is that the English point of view, the English culture? Working for yourself first and not for the family?
Oh no,
I mean,
you have to be then. Yeah, individualism. Okay.
no. But that's very
I'm
important.
saying, but you have to then obviously think about your family, and that would be that's your life as well. That's part of your life as well. So you have to be mindful of spending time with family as well.
I think everyone has their own definition. Just imagine what I just mentioned, right? I was telling as I mentioned earlier, I'm on leave, but I still go to office, right? So I was
笑
telling my colleague, and my colleague was like, "If I were you, I tell you, Ken, I'm gonna sleep the whole day. I'm gonna just wake up very late, have lunch, and go back to sleep and stuff."
and they
And
can't do it.
frankly speaking, I can't. I really can't. I was like, "How is that enjoyable?" I'm not. I can't. I just after I wake up, right, I send my kids to school. I just have to do something. It's either I will go like some people they find enjoyment in having a good, let's say a good cafe brunch. They just slowly eat their food. They don't do anything. They don't even watch or swipe their phone. They just want to enjoy the food. But like to me, a happy day would be, let's say I can have I send them to school. I have my morning coffee and breakfast at some place, my alone time, read some books, and go into the office and work the whole day. I think it's a perfect day already. To me, that is a work life balance already. Even though I have to still work for 8 hours and then I have that 30 minutes of my me time. So I think it really depends. Now, when it comes back to the family, I think it's important for us to understand each other as well. It's like how it's just like anything else, you know, what makes you happy. Like for TY, sitting there drawing paper, he was but maybe for his spouse, she would need at 1 hour of massage to make her happy, for example. So I think it doesn't, as long as it doesn't affect each other, like just then say when we need you for family time, you are always so-called working, like you totally not balancing. I don't think that's work-life balance anymore. I think it's more of like a balancing your own time with the family time, and you know, a bigger, yeah. Yeah. So sometimes,
Mm,
for example, my work, because I'm a media, right? Like
mm,
sometimes I'll go for events and stuff, right? If that event allows my family member to go along with, for example, to attend a show or just an opening of museum, whatever, I'll just bring them along. So to me, that's a crossover already. Yes, I might be working, or maybe when I'm hosting. You know, sometimes my kids will come and visit me when I'm hosting. So yes, I'm working, but at the same time, I'm actually spending time with them as well. So it's like
mm.
a, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
do.
So I think
Yeah,
what is work-life balance is not a one person. It's not just
yeah.
a my decision. Unless I have no family, I have no friends, then it's up to me to define what is work-life
Mm,
balance.
mm.
So if I want to define work-life balance, I have to sit down. What does TY want? Then what does the family want? Then what does the friend want? Then what does my dog want? So once I get all their consensus, okay, this time a part of me is yours, a part of me is your okay, then that's once I can manage everybody's expectation, that's work life balance. That's a strategy.
Actually, that's also
Yeah.
a personality
Mm,
thing, because some people they
mm.
don't care about
They don't give a
others.
hoot.
It's just about
Yeah.
myself. As long as I have my
Sure.
work life balance,
Yeah.
it's a balance. So I mean, there's no right and wrong. We're
Mm.
not talking about right and wrong, who is right
Sure.
or who is wrong.
No.
We are just talking
Mm.
about how yeah. So to end this thing, shall we each give a strategy? So TY, was that considered as a strategy?
Yeah. Consult
Okay.
everybody consensus. Then get the
So
best
your
timing. Yeah.
my strategy would be, first, of course, to first find what you like in your life, what you like to do in your life. I mean, if your work is something that you love to do in your life, that's perfect. If you can't, then start searching. I think it's never too late to find something that you love to do in your life. Or second, or if you can't, then find something that you love outside your work, and so that you can have a balance. I mean, then third thing is probably to involve, and don't try to me, I think some people they try to separate it too much, but like what we discussed earlier, it's very hard to separate already, like because of technology. You just need to, you will just be notified with emails, notification, blah blah, everything, and people expect you to reply because I send in the group chat. How come you never reply? You know, this is how this world works. So no, don't try to separate it so clear anymore. Try to accept the fact that it's already blended, and how you're going to enjoy this kind of blended life. Yeah. Then.
Yeah, well, the strategies there are balancing with your family and then finding the job that you enjoy. Because mine's not really a strategy because I think you've covered everything, but mine's a mindset. Your your work. We live in a capitalist society, so you are going to have to work. You're not getting out of it. You have to work, and I think
Mm,
most people are wired to want to work. I think you've touched on that before. Not many
mm.
people can just sit and do nothing. You hear these stories of people when they retire, they're kind of like lost in a way. It's like, oh, what do I do now?
Yeah, I'm
They want
I'm very
something, and
scared.
it's not. And I think just something is simply they need another activity to do. Like it could be gardening, it could be working on something, a project. So that's kind of work in a way. So I think work is part of your life anyway, and I think you need to get used to that idea that we all have kind of challenges. We want to do something with our lives, and working
Mm.
is one of them. So yeah, the strategy is just change your mindset. Working is part of life. Find something you like, and then balance that with your family. There you
Let
go.
me be the heckler here. There will be people, right, who will say
Mm.
that, yeah, yeah, good life lah, talk only. But the thing that I like cannot generate enough income, not enough to pay even for this and that. Now then, that's a problem, right? Yeah.
Oh
So you
yeah, I
can tell
mean,
me,
yeah, not
oh, I love
everything.
this
Yeah,
job.
of
Yeah,
course, not everything you
yeah,
enjoy can make you money. So
yeah.
there's that kind of Venn diagram. You've got to find something that is you like, you can make money, and it can sustain you. Yeah, true. But I thought you might be interjecting with some people don't can just happily just do nothing. And
Oh, that's easy.
no, I don't
No,
know. I don't know. I
because
don't know. I'm okay. I'm sure there's people that out there that can just lie on a beach 24/7.
oh yeah,
But
someone can sleep the whole day. I can't have
Mm.
body clock. I
Mm.
will wake up at 7 plus.
yeah, but I don't know. You're even that sort of person needs something to kind of maybe read a book. I mean, like doing things is
Yeah.
working. Is like reading a book, learning a skill, even learning to snowboard or to
To
fly a
party to no
plane.
songs.
Yeah.
Mm,
It's also not easy.
yeah. Now I'm really curious, like like uh, when I first graduated, I'm working for money, not for passion, because I do not know what I want.
Mm.
Right.
Hmm. Yeah.
So now, if you ask me if the my hourly rate now doing what I'm doing, uh, and if my peers are head of department and CEO or CFO and whatever of another company, they'll be like, hey, if I were in NMC and I never get out, maybe I could be at that level, earning that income, dealing with that kind of stress. So it still comes back down to, you know, the opportunity cost, right? Like
Mm.
what Dan said
Mm.
earlier, what do you want? But sometimes you do want to, hey, no, I want to, you know, go to Switzerland for a cup of chocolate milkshake just for the fun of it. Yeah.
Mm.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, I mean that's a good thing. I mean that's a good observation that some of these people that are on high paying jobs, how much time do they have to them to to do all this great stuff and spend their money if they're working all the time?
Well, I'm sure they won't be watching this.
They won't have time for this.
Oh,
They'll be
this is
enjoying
not the
themselves.
topic
Yeah, this is
that they
not.
enjoy.
What's work life balance? I don't have
What are
to.
these three
Yeah.
D's talking
These-
about? What's saying you?
Okay, bye everyone. Bye.
okay, bye
Adios.
bye.
Ciao.